that's one thing about playing DB. You got to learn how to, have short-term memory. So that game was, pretty nice, pretty good, and glad to come out with a win.
So short-term meaning the last thing you remember then is that's we take from it?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game of football. It's the ball, bounces, funny ways. So, he's a great player, great guy. He's going to make his plays. So it's all about, coming back and competing.
What was your adjustment that you made in that game? 'Cause certainly the second half was far different from the first half. What do you remember about what you did differently?
Pretty much just, staying in it, playing more physical, I feel like. Then again, you came out, trying to field away. But, then again, with a guy like that, you just got to trust your technique and your preparation. So, same thing coming out second half. I just told myself, trust it, just go out there and keep doing what you was doing.
Is that kind of like life as a DB too? Because when they see him making the catches, everyone looks, goes, "Oh, there's 14 getting burned again" or something. I mean, is that kind of just how it goes? Sometimes, your spotlight's on you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're the last line of defense. So, playing DB, every DB can relate to it. If, you get beat, everybody sees it. But then again, you got to make your plays when it's time to make the plays. So, short-term memory is a big thing.
Well, I mean, that kind of challenge though, being one-on-one sometimes with guys and having that. I mean, is that something you kind of embrace?
That's always good, especially playing DB. You look for those challenges at points. When those challenges come up, it's all about preparation.
Tyler, what was it like growing up in Fresno, man?
It was tough. Growing up, a lot of guys, in that area, lost a lot of friends and things like that. But, Fresno, it is a good city, a beautiful city at that.
When you say, I don't know if you go a little further than that, we say lost a lot of friends, but what do you mean by that?
Growing up in Fresno, everybody knows, it's a lot of gang-related things back at home and stuff like that. So, I lost a couple of, friends, football players, teammates, things like that in the high school, especially at a young age. Some of my close friends, gone to this day, so things like that.
Is there one incident or anything that kind of sticks with you to the day or anything like that?
No, pretty much all the same, gang-related things. So, you be up late, you see the news. I pretty don't stay, your mom's was like, she comes in the room and let you know, like, hey, your partner just got shot and things like that. So, I mean, growing up, you kind of find a way to deal with it, but then again, it's a way of life.
Well, what did that coach mean to you that passed away? And how tough was that kind of finding that out, before the game?
It hit me hard. Tone was a guy, who's always been around before I was even born. More so family, goes way, way back. So, hearing the news from my pops before the game was devastating. He knew that he wanted me to hear from him, but he wanted me to be able to stay focused and, worry about the game. But, yeah, it was tough to this day. It still is tough.
I mean, what does it say about your personality, your mindset, your drive, I guess, whether it's off the field, on the field? You dealt with a lot of adversity and, you obviously, trying your best to overcome it.
Just the way, you grow up. I have, both parents in the home, both loving parents at that. So, you learn from them and, they teach you different things and, just growing up and seeing certain stuff, you kind of grow from it, I can say. So, handling something like that really is difficult, but at the same time, it's life. Now I know he's in a better place.
Did it affect you during the game at all? I mean, is that something that goes in your mind? When you start the game, and you only heard about it before you started playing Saturday. So,
not at all. The game was the game. When that that news came through, it hit. But then again, I was more so focused and worried about the game, and I kind of let that just carry on when I talk back with the family.
Will it be? How thankful are you to kind of be in the position you're in now? Having escaped some of those scenarios growing up, and then. How cool will it be to go back home and be a kid that's clearly succeeding?
Every day I'm thankful for the coaching staff here. They brought me here. They gave me the scholarship to be able to get out of that type of situation. So every day when I wake up, I thank the coaches. I pray them for this opportunity for me to be here, especially for the scholarship. Going home is always excited, but just going there to play ball. That's what preparation is for so far. Ain't nothing more, nothing less. Family's going to be there, but, my whole mindset this game is learning about the game.
I know it's new coaches, but did you get recruited by them at all, or did you have an offer from Fresno State?
No, I didn't get recruited by those coaches.
Okay.
Going back to your days at Edison, Coach Johnson, what role did he play in getting to Boise State?
Matty Johnson played a huge role. We call him Matty J. He was really on me about, stepping up, being that senior leader. So he more so brought the leadership role out of me. He kept me focused, not even on the field, but off the field. He really guided me. I can say he's a great man.
With the real quick, Fresno State, looking at their offense, seems like the receivers probably a strength of that team. What stands out to you about that?
Same thing, just going to watch him on them. Better get the preparation going. But, them guys on the side of the ball, they make plays. All 3 of those receivers, all 4 of them, even the quarterback, they got some nice guys over there.
You ever been to a game at Bulldog Stadium?
I have not. I don't say no.
Okay.
I haven't.
Tyler, where would you be without football? And you ever thought about that? I mean, given how maybe the circumstances you grew up in.
Man, yeah. More so hard to say. Probably don't want to say it, but yeah, I think about it, and that's why every day I wake up, I'm thankful for being here because Lord knows where I'll be at.
Thanks, Tyler.
Sweet.